Hello and welcome to my video review on my first ever Gundam review, and this is the entry grade RX-78-2. Now, I have done quite a bit of custom work on this guy. As you can tell by that gun, you might be able to be the first thing that jumps out. I will be going over the kit and also um, my custom on him. Now, taking a closer look at this guy, uh, his gun I painted white to kind of match the real grade. Added some yellow striping there. Also added the yellow in there and panel lined it so you have that dark contrast. And that's pretty much all I did for the gun. I did some panel lining on the arm here. At the head I did quite a bit of work. So the yellow eyes are caused by a cavity of just darkness, and it's just the red surrounding it, but I actually painted the darkness black so those yellow eyes pop out just a little bit more. Also panel line the lines in that plate there. Come to the side, we have the little the guns here. Painted those yellow. And also painted the vents inside the head black. And I got the red for the cameras. Come to the front here, didn't really do much, just panel lined a little bit in between those vents in the front and also on that collar piece. Coming down to the legs, I painted in between all of these little pieces on the like the vents by the joints. Also painted right there. On the feet, I did some silver painting. Kind of roughed it up to make it look like it was been used a little bit. And then I added some like blue effects for the thrust. Again, this paint job is not perfect by any means, but it was somewhat of the best I could do. Probably do a little bit better, but this is how it turned out. And I also have some panel lining on that shield. And some more darker lines in the front. Coming to the back, you can see these thrusters. I tried to do like a blue effect with thrust. I kind of wish I painted them red, but I like that I tried something new and different. And that's basically it for the paint job. Now, this guy comes with just the gun, shield, and two beam handles, no sabers. And doesn't come with the bazooka, doesn't come with anything else, just this guy. And he is what I like to call plug and play, where you can literally just take out the weapons and plug them right back in. You don't need to sandwich the hands together, which I think is super cool, especially for an entry level kit. Now the build for this guy is super easy. I literally took the entire thing out of the runners, threw away the instructions, and just built it straight up. It's literally that easy, especially considering I've built like 3 other RX-78s before this one. This guy is a little loose in some areas, like on this bicep swivel. So let's go over articulation here. At the head, he can look up really far, which is impressive, so you can get that last stance pose. And if we wanted to, we could bring the arm all the way up, so he could definitely do that last shooting pose. So that's super cool. Also, we have a little bit of side to side there. Obviously do a full 360 and can look down about that far. At the shoulder here, we have a full 360. As you saw before, it can go straight up 180, which is super impressive, especially for an entry grade. And then we have the swivel here, and we have a single bend here, and that can get us quite a bit, although I'll show it easier at this arm. It can give us quite a bit over 90, which is impressive for just one joint. And at the waist, we have a beautiful ab crunch. Can't go back much, but we do have an absolutely immaculate side-to-side posability here. And it's all the moving parts of these red bits. It looks super cool, especially for an entry grade. And then at the legs, we can kick up. Let's see here. I can get this out of the way. Let's see if I can get, come on. Trying to get this skirt. There we go. Get that skirt up. Then we can kick about 90 degrees forward. We have a double jointed bend here, so we can get quite a bit at the leg. It can go back. Get this back out. Not far at all because the doesn't have a premium butt flap. And we also have some articulation at the foot, so it can go forward and back and side to side. And that is basically it for the articulation. Now, the weapons have some things too, like this can move side to side, and shield can't really do much else. Although, if you wanted to, you can take the shield out, which is just a peg here, and a peg in the arm, so it's just a slot and then a peg. And if you want to, you could bring it around, and you could remove this little gray section that just pulls straight out that way. Or you can just leave it on there and plug it on the back, and now he can have his full loadout and store it all, which is super neat. I think that's pretty cool. Now we can take this back off this, and I will show off the beam sabers now. These are just normal beam sabers, so they just plug straight in. Now, as you notice, we don't have beam sabers, so I'm just going to take the ones from the high-grade Zeta Gundam. Now, of course, any beam sabers will work that are just normal high-grade beam sabers. And now we can have him dueling the sabers. Now, I'm going to get him some epic poses, and then I'll go over my final thoughts on him. Now, coming back, final thoughts on this guy. He's not super solid, but he's solid enough to where he feels okay. I definitely wouldn't be roughhousing this guy. He is definitely a super easy build, and definitely, I'd say, the best model kit to start getting into Gunpla. This is definitely a great entry-level thing, and you can take it a lot further with painting it, maybe doing a whole new deco, or doing some scribing or something. There's a lot that can be done. It's just a blank canvas that has the right colors, but just waiting to have that accent or that detail. Now, this figure is around like $10, and I've seen them at Walmarts in the US. So he's pretty easy to get, and I'm sure he's pretty cheap on Amazon too. And there's not much else to say about this guy. He's just an RX-78. And anyway, it's been it for my review. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. I am not going to push over a Gundam without a helping hand. That would just be dumb. Peace.